नमस्कार, अनादी टीवी देख रहे हैं आप और मैं हूं आपके साथ नैन्सी शर्मा। और चलिए सीधा रुख करेंगे भोपाल की ओर, जहां पर मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर मोहन यादव
All of us do know and do recognize that from Adi Shankara's time, Kerala's Adi Shankara, students from Kerala have moved all over the country, and we probably have a few more Adi Shankaras coming out of students here. For the depth of knowledge, I don't think anything need to be read beyond that. The scholarship, the knowledge, the quest for inquiry are all so typical. And you had scholars moving from Benares to south. Krishnadevaraya's court had a lot of people moving from there to Benares to seek knowledge. So this movement of scholars across the country is something which is part of our Indian tradition. We've always encouraged, and that is why you have great universities in the north, great universities in the south, and universities mark the names of the cities. So it's not just Nalanda. Kanchi was known also as a very depth place for seeking knowledge, and scholars coming from abroad, inclusive of that time a lot more open society. You had Chinese scholars coming to India, learning from different institutions, recording the achievements of Indian scientists and thinkers. So I'm glad to see that not only that IISER is promoting good education, good scholarship, and also teaching learning experience in this institution seems to really being very motivating for the students. And as I entered this building, I was inquiring with your Vice Chancellor about the recently announced NIFR ranking, and I'm glad to say that on the general ranking, Bhopal has been standing out, but there's miles to go. You are going to have to compete with Indian Institute of Sciences and many others who are before you, both in the overall ranking and also in the research side of things. As it is, I was glad to see that you have more than 3,400 papers that you have published. And that is the way it goes unless you are internationally acclaimed because of the papers that you publish. And it is also important that they get published in science-indexed journals. So I would encourage that this institution give emphasis for that. You have great open access library and also digitally endowed library. So with that, I think this institution can even make faster strides towards being one of the top science education and research centers. I understand so far there have been 1,964 students who graduated or who have been awarded degrees from here. I was surprised to see that you have had 8 patents registered and 9 patents awarded, which is a very great start for students and for the teaching faculty who are here. And that is where I think the quest for translating academic knowledge which can emanate from science labs, computer labs, will have a potential for getting commercialized, potential for getting scaled up, and it is only when they are scaled up and only sometimes when they are commercially successful will the society at large benefit from the knowledge that you have acquired. So it is important for academia that you do well and progress in science, but for the society to get benefit out of it, it is important for you to seek patent and enable your patented formulation to be able to be commercially translated and brought to the use of the society. So it is important that we encourage science for science's sake as much as science for society's sake as well. And I'm sure the faculty and the mentors in this university will enable that kind of a culture here. But today's ceremony, because I was seeing Dr. Mohan Yadav, who's himself a very academically inclined person, also observing the students coming in rows and getting their degrees and going. This 11th convocation, I understand, has 79 Bachelor of Science, 214 Bachelor of Science and Master of Science, which is the twin degree, 28 Master of Science, MSc or MS, and 121 PhD being awarded today. It's, I think, for 11th convocation, a significant number. I congratulate IISER Bhopal for having reached this. New technologies. I understand also you have a set of students who've got their degrees for data sciences as well. Today, particularly the way in which the world looks at India is for the capacities that we have in making data become the new oil, as they say. That is what is going to generate a lot of policy making, a lot of commercial transactions happen, and also a lot of business prospects based on the way in which data is going to be analyzed. Tools are